What's up, Cloud Gamers? Welcome to the Cloud Gaming X channel. As the series continues, we have 5 more days left. So this is the crazy thing, right? Yesterday when I was doing this this morning show, is what we're gonna start calling this now. It's not a podcast. It's gonna be called a morning show, right? You guys were like, yo, the days are off. The days are off, but I have an app on here, and you guys might think I'm crazy when I say this, and I've done the math multiple times, and this tends to be correct when I'm saying there's 5 more days left. As you can see, it's 5/18, technically 6 days, but it's still 5 days. So I'm just gonna keep it as that. And I guess like on the day off when I do my last video, it's gonna be lunch day. I don't know. Hey, let's let's stick with that. But good morning, y'all. Thank you for joining me live this early, 5:30 a.m. for my West Coast CADs. It's insane. Yesterday we had a pretty good turnout, so let's see how today ends up. But give me a second. Let me just finish finalizing the setup. We're going to talk about the AMA that should be happening today. So just want to know what are some of the questions that you guys might have for the Google Stadia team. And also just want to know, do you guys think we'll be getting those answers? Or do you guys think they're going to like bypass the harder questions? But we'll look into that. Yo, Uche, what's up, man? Great to see you here this early. It's crazy. Kratos was good. You have the question of when will Stadia expand. Tell me more about that. First person to leave a comment and one of the most hype ones. Hi, cool, Uche. So close. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'll start by asking if someone knows if there'll be a Stadia Connect before the 19th. Great question. Great question. Let's see, 8 likes already, man. It's insane. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hitting that like button. When the I am Hendo, what up? Yeah, the shipping day is gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a big one. Yeah, cool. Alright, give me a second. Let me just finalize this setup, and we should be able to get right into this. Alright. Let's see here. Love it. You guys are already coming with the questions, bro. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. Love it. Let's see here. It's groups. Okay. Just finalizing this setup, y'all. Just give me a little bit. Give me a little bit. Oh, there we go. One second. Okay. Sweet deal. All right. We on here. What's up, fellas? What's up? All right. We should be good to go now. Style. Let's see. Stream deck. I am the real. What's up, man? Welcome. It's early as heck, so I appreciate you guys being here. It's freaking awesome. I'm looking to get the Nvidia Shield Pro for Christmas. Dope. If you guys saw the coverage I've covered with that, it's gonna be it's an awesome platform for sure. So I think that's really dope. All right, so let's start. Let's start. Oof, get comfy here. So, as you guys know, the AMA is happening. There was one that not previously, happened a while ago, about 2 months ago. And it was pretty cool because we got some answers that a lot of people had questions to. Um, it was good, very informative. My thing is, when that AMA took place, people were still like pumped up about Stadia, and there wasn't a lot of information going out at that time. That was before the Gamescom, Stadia's appearance at the Gamescom. I remember actually going to PAC West right after Gamescom, and when I went, I remember going, taking my camera, and trying to get footage because back then there wasn't a lot of information. So I was like, yo, I'm going to get some information. And then the AMA hit, and we got a lot of questions answered, and it was a fun time if you were a part of the Google Stadia community, because again, Stadia was exciting, still is exciting, but definitely was more exciting back then because Google announced it. There's still a lot of information that we didn't know. We didn't know what games were coming with it, and so it was pretty cool to see that AMA happen and get those answers, right? But I feel like the tables have turned a little bit with this AMA because we know a lot about Stadia now, right? And we know when it's going to be releasing. We know what games, we know what launch games are coming. We have all of the shipping fiasco going on. We don't have the price for these games. So I feel like the AMA this time around is going to be more hostile. I feel like people are kind of upset with the Stadia team right now. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with the poor PR that we discussed yesterday. So I feel like some of the questions that we're going to get today, it's going to come with some heat. People are not going to be easy with the Stadia team. They have some questions that I feel like the Stadia team should have provided a while ago. And people invested money. People pre-ordered this console, if you want to call it a console, and it's about to be released in 5 days. Technically 6, but 5 days, and we still don't have answers. So I feel like, again, some of the questions we're gonna see from this Stadia team, it's gonna be hostile. People are probably gonna ask, what's going on with the shipment, right? I pre-ordered day 1 at GDC. Was it GDC? Somewhere, one of those conferences. I don't know if it was GDC or the E3. But they pre-ordered, and they have a shipping date that is later than the launch date. So I feel like we're gonna categorize what's gonna be the top priority questions that we're gonna see, but I feel like the shipping question is gonna be huge, right? The other thing that I think the Stadia team is going to get a lot of questions about with heat is the games, the launch games, because again, they announced about 30, 40 plus games coming to Stadia, and just 2 days ago they announced, out of that amount that they announced, only 12 of those games are coming out on launch. So people are going to have questions about that, right? And I feel like another question that we're going to see come disconnect is about disconnect. Come this AMA is about the connect, right? Because after the last connect, I almost promise you, and I have to look and search for this, but Uche, AMA is Ask Me Anything. It's something that Reddit hostess. And I'll get more. I'll read some of y'all comments in a bit. But yeah, just talking about the AMA and what questions might actually come up And I think, the third big thing that we might get a lot of questions about is the Connect again, because after the last one, again, like I said, I can almost guarantee there was an interview where some member from the Google Stadia team stated that there was going to be another Connect announcing more games before release. And like I stated here, I had an interview with the Kind developer, and she stated that we haven't seen anything yet. There's still more games, a lot more big games that are going to be announced before Stadia releases. And so the fact that this platform, system, console, like whatever you want to call it, software, is releasing in less than a week, and we haven't got an announcement of a Connect, I feel like people are gonna have a lot of questions about that too. But those are the three big ones that I feel like people are going to be stuck to come this AMA. And to prioritize them, I think the shipment issue is going to be the big priority when it comes to the AMA. I feel like the games will be the second priority. That'll be questions are going to be heavily focused around the games. And the third thing I think is the Connect, right? People are going to want to know about the Connect. Why is it not happening? If it is going to happen, when it's going to happen. So those are the three big things I feel like we're going to see come this Stadia AMA. But to answer your question, I'm going to read the chat and try to answer some people's questions. Thank you guys for 13 of y'all on. Thanks for hitting that like button. And thanks for joining this early morning show. Still trying to decide what to call this. Still trying to figure out if this is going to be... so it's a countdown right now. But I actually like this. I'm up this early in a way. And so just, talking with you guys. I don't see anyone, doing a morning Stadia show. Got my tea here. So I think this might be something cool that continues. We'll see. But I was saying, still trying to figure out a name to call this. I appreciate you guys just being here and joining me this morning. Zeus, Kratos, I'm still trying to... Old game prices. Oh, okay. When will Stadia expand? Old game prices? That's the other thing. Pricing for games. I talked about games being the second priority, but prices for games I feel like is going to be another, big question at the AMA. When is the shipping date? Yes, that's going to be the first one for sure. That's I am Hendo asked that question. The most asked question will be, when will it ship? Yes, I get that. True. I would like to know the prices of the games. Yeah, I am the real red John, I believe. Yeah, that's gonna be again, like I stated, the second big thing that is going to be covered question wise this AMA. Game prices. Yeah, I'm looking to get Nvidia Shield. What's the difference between GeForce Now and Stadia? Well, GeForce Now, you have access to Steam games in the cloud, and Stadia is its own platform, so they're going to be making specific games for Stadia. The benefit of GeForce Now is, I would say, you have access to more games because it uses most of Steam's library, as to where Stadia is still a new platform, so not a lot of games available yet. But as you know, with any new console, any new platform, with time, those games are going to come. And the thing about Stadia is utilizing Google's powerful console in the cloud, as to where Nvidia does have a powerful rig too, but it's not as powerful as what Stadia is pushing. So be expecting like better performance, better graphics with a service like Stadia compared to GeForce Now. So I hope that clarifies your questions. Are people serious about canceling their pre-orders over games that... Andrew, I don't think so. I think the internet, like, people just want to talk, and I'm not saying this to be disrespectful, but I think people just want their voice to matter, and the opinion to stand out, and And like I highly doubt, some people might, but I highly doubt the majority of the people that say that they're gonna cancel the pre-order are gonna cancel, because the truth of the matter is those games is still coming. Yes, it's a bummer that we only get 12 at launch, but eventually those games are still coming, and Stadia is gonna continue to grow. So and also the thing to consider, it's not like you're paying $300 to $500 for your system. This Founders Pack is only $130. So I personally I think it's kind of a little petty to cancel your subscription over the fact that it's only launching with 12 games. But we'll see. People entitled to their opinion, and yeah, if they want to cancel, they can. But personally, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But we'll see. Wait a sec. What is AMA? Ask Me Anything on Reddit. The Stadia team is going to be hosting one today at 10 a.m. Pacific time. It's a place where people, the community, the Reddit community, they'll have questions directed towards a company, and pretty much the guy who's there, the PR, is gonna try to do the best to pick out those questions and to answer them. That's Ask Me Anything is what AMA stands for. So, Uche, I hope I clarified that. Today is the AMA, yep, at 10 a.m. Pacific time. If you're in East Coast, I think it's 12 or 1. Okay. How are you doing, Ace? Oh, what up, Brendan? What up, man? It's good to see you. Yeah, I hope, and just if you guys have questions about Stadia, I don't know how the team is going to do this, but they have a little blog, a little post on Reddit right now, so people are actually on there typing their questions, hoping that the Stadia team like goes through that list. But I think it's going to be more of when they're live, you can actually get on and then ask your questions. But it doesn't hurt to go both ways. I actually was on there typing my questions last night. So just go on Reddit right now. You'll see that little post from the Stadia team. You can go on there and start typing your questions now. It's over like 400 comments. I don't know how they're gonna go through all of that, but just know you can go on there and type your questions now. But I think what's gonna happen is when it goes live at 10 a.m., then they'll start taking questions. So be live if you can. If you have to, I personally I won't be able to do that because I'll be at work. But if you can do that, man, be live and ask these questions that we're going to talk about here. It'll be nice. It'll be nice to get all these questions answered. I almost want to ask. AMA seems cool. Let's hope that, yeah, my goal is they actually take the hard questions, like I can see them just like trying to catch the easy ones. And so, that way they wouldn't have to tackle the difficult questions, but hopefully they do answer the majority of the question. I almost want to ask if they can hire. Yes, yeah, that would be a great question. I stated that with StadiaCast when he does finally get that interview with John Justice. Just ask about the marketing, who's in charge of the marketing PR, and see if that person can be replaced, because he's definitely not doing a great of a job. Will they port some games like Assassin's Creed from Steam to Stadia? As of right now, no. But I think it was the interview with John Justice. He said if people want it, that's something that they can look into in the future. But as of launch, no, you won't be able to play your Steam library on Stadia. I haven't pre-ordered the hardware. Will I be able to sign up and use my own hardware day one? That is a great question, David, and I think that's a good one to ask the Stadia team. So if you don't have the Founders Pack, so here's the thing with the Founders Pack, when you do pre-order it, they're supposed to be giving you a code, and with that code, that's what actually is going to allow you to get into Stadia to be able to use it. So I don't know if without that code, if you be able to do that. And again, I think that only comes when you pre-order the Founders Pack. But I think, again, just to clarify things, that would be a great question to ask the Google Stadia team come the AMA. So it's not early here in England. What time is it in England, David? Oh, it's 14. Okay. Not bad, but East Coast here is bright and early, especially in the West Coast. Yo, Stadia Talk, what is good, bro? Like to know the other free games offer. That would be great. I'm sure. How do you say your name? Tom Flory. I hope I'm not butchering it. Butchering it. But I think companies hold those games close to their chest. A lot of people have the same question for the PlayStation team. They're like, oh, what games are you going to give with PSN, if you are a member? And they always never tell you, right? It's always a secret. I think it's going to be the same for the Stadia team. They're not going to let us know what free games we're going to get for the next month and then for the following month. I think that's something we just have to, anticipate, have patience, and wait for them to announce. But Stadia Cast put out a video yesterday, which I think was pretty interesting about possibly what the December game might be. And it makes a lot of sense. He was saying that Doom actually might be the December game because, again, that game is old as hell. And that was one of the first games that the Google Stadia team tested to show that this service can actually work. And, that game, of course, we know is running on Stadia because during the interviews they've stated that Doom was what they used to showcase Stadia. So we know it's in the making. So for a game like that to not be available at launch, has a scratch in our heads. But the reason Stadia Cast was saying why it might not be available at launch is because Google Stadia team don't want people to pay for it and then have to get it free come December. A lot of people are going to be angry if they actually paid for something that they can, get for free and it cannot be refunded. So that's why we might be seeing Doom as the December game. It was pretty brilliant. Definitely did a lot of thinking. So I take no credit. That was all Stadia Cast. And he posted a video about that yesterday. I'm just going to drink a little tea. All right. Sorry. It's 8:50 a.m. here in New York. Dang, Andrew. You guys are good then. You guys are good. AMA tells us discount this Black Friday or Christmas. I highly doubt that there's going to be any discounts. It's still a new platform. So when the Switch launched, I remember it launched, and Black Friday came, hardly none of this stuff was in sale for Black Friday. So I think we're going to see the same thing. It'll be cool though if they do have some sales, right? But don't keep your expectation at bay with that heavily cloudy morning show. Chase is sticking to that. I actually like the ring of that, so we'll see. Tomb Raider bundle, I think so. If you look at the announcement, the 12 games they announced, they have 3 Tomb Raider games, but we do know that a Tomb Raider collection is being released for the other platforms, and I think those games include all 3 in it. So I think this might be what we're getting with Tomb Raider. I hope so. I hope it's just $60 for the collection and you get all 3. But it would suck if they're asking you to pay. I mean, I guess if they broken down into 20 still equals 60, but if they're trying to charge like 40 for one, 50 for the other, that's ridiculous. But if they have it priced even key 20 or just one collector edition that is 60, that would be dope. Let's see. I wouldn't want to see someone cancel over this, but it is frustrating, Stadia Talk. It really is, man. And again, I hope people blast Google. I mean, not I shouldn't say blast, but I hope they just clarify things with the PR team, because they are dropping the ball, and it is frustrating. Like I stated yesterday, we're here as creators trying to back Stadia. You know, you have all these big YouTubers like bashing it, talking so negatively about it. And I feel like, again, they giving them ammo to like combat us by just having a poor PR. But yeah, hello. Oh, what up, Ashes? Alright, hoping new play games will be available separately. Want to grab Assassin's Creed? What up, Tom? Yeah, they stated that Uplay is not going to be available until spring of 2020, so I highly doubt we'll see any announcement about Uplay this AMA. But you know, yeah, I don't think we're going to. So I was gonna say something like, we might, but being real, I highly doubt that. Are we going to see the collector's edition in the future of games similar to? I believe so. Probably in the future. Right, not right now though. I swear you'll be able to pay Stadia with credit. I swear if you're able to pay Stadia with credit cards that you can buy without credit. So here's what I think they'll do, because from what I heard, and I actually asked this question when I was at PAC West to run the Stadia team. They said that the games are going to be available on Google Play. So Google has a store already, an Android store. All right, they have books on there, they have music on there, they have apps on there. So, and they have games on there, but mobile games. They said they're going to create a section for Google Stadia games, which makes a lot of sense. Why open another store when you already have a store? And the way the Stadia team has been, the way Google has been talking about like Stadia is in addition to the Google ecosystem. So why create something, a whole separate store, while they can just blend everything together, put in the Google Play Store? So with that being the case, we might be able to then use our Google Play. If you have like a Google Play Store credit, you should be able to use that to purchase games. That's what I'm hoping, right? Because I actually have a lot of Google Play credit, and that's what I actually am hoping to use to purchase these games. If not, pay cash. But it would be cool if they did allow you to use your Google Play credit to purchase those games. So that's the hope, but we'll see. Let's see. I've got an iPhone SE, but yeah, I'll be interested. No iPhone support right now, but that's to come. Thank you guys for being on. Thanks for hitting that like button. It's really helpful. A lot of you guys on this morning. Appreciate the love, man. Thank you. Doom will be a free game for Stadia Pro users in March, and will be the month basically. Makes too much sense as Doom Eternal comes out that month. That's a good idea, Chucks. I hope I'm saying your name right. But yeah, that's too far out. They have to fill out those games for every month. I'm really interested to see what games they put on for the free games. I mean, Destiny is a pretty big game for them to have for a free title. So if they starting off with Destiny, right, they have to continue. They can't be giving us like crappy games, because people are gonna complain about that. But I'm interested to see what other games that they do have for us come the rest of the month. Let's see. I think Google needs to ensure. Wait, I would like to know after the launch if new games will be launched on Stadia at the same time as other platforms. I am the real. That has been my big frustration with GeForce Now, and I think the interesting thing is someone stated. I keep referencing StadiaCast, but he actually also made a video asking, do we think if is Stadia more like a console when it comes to like games, like, right, or PC? And the question that he was trying to make, like, we see games like Red Dead Redemption 2, we see games like Dark Side of Genesis, and those pretty much are similar to the PC variant compared to the console variant. Like Dark Side of Genesis and PC are released in the same time consoles come in, and Dark Side of Genesis, Stadia, and PC are released at the same time when the consoles are coming out later. So, if that's the case, then my question is, are we going to get like the PC version of the games? You know how PCs are always delayed? Like Destiny came out a couple of years or months after it did on consoles on PC. Red Dead is coming out a year after. So my question is, when a game releases, are we going to get the game the way PC gets games, or are we gonna get the game the way console gets games? I'm praying and hoping that is the way console get games, because I don't want to wait a whole year after game releases on console to play it on PC. But that's a great question. I'm loving these new morning shows. I think you're onto something for the weekdays. Even if I was thinking about that. Yes, creators, you try to do different things, just to be creative, and I like this. I'm up this early, I'm very busy. I'm a dad. I own a business. I work part-time, and I'm a husband, so I have my schedule's really booked throughout the day. Like, that's why I have a hard time being on Discord, like talking to people, because I'm always busy, but I normally make my videos at night and in the morning. So this, to me, I don't want to say it's an easier way, but it works. It works for me time-wise. I'm still going to be making content, and I also have another partner on the channel who's going to be making content as well. But as far as this morning show, something that I think works for me, and we'll see. We'll see where this goes. Right now, I'm liking it. Just getting to interact with you Stadia fans early in the morning. It's a good feeling, But we'll see where this morning show goes, and we'll see if it continues, what the name will actually be. Let's see. Will Konami code be included in all controllers, including the Night Blue one? I don't know. It'll be nice. It'll be nice to know. Again, a great question to ask the AMA team. I think there will be happen some. You answering real John, but also some like Stay talk. Let's hope it happens, Morgan. Yeah. Okay. Same boat. Yeah, man. Being a creator, man, is not easy. It's not easy. It's definitely time consuming, it can be a lot of work. So I appreciate all the creators, man. That's why I try to give people shout outs on this channel. It's not easy. And it's so interesting because, like, people can be very opinionated, and I was watching some YouTubers, and they were just getting blasted and getting bashed because their sound was a little off. And I was just like, man, people, I get it, I guess it will make sense if you were paying monthly for this channel, but if you're not, be gracious, man. There's a lot of work goes into creating and stuff like that, and people sometimes, I feel like, don't appreciate it, but I know a lot of people do, so I appreciate those people. So thank you guys again who support this channel and who come, enjoy the content, and show appreciation. A lot of you guys do, so thanks for that. So my next thing I want to talk about is, do we think the Stadia team is going to deliver come this AMA? And like I stated, this AMA is going to be different from the previous one, because the previous one, there wasn't a lot of information out about Stadia, And so people were like, any little information, we were like sponges just waiting to soak up any information. So there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of curiosity, people had questions, people just, any little thing we heard about Stadia, we were so grateful. That's why when that John Justice podcast came out, like it gave us, like, we just consumed a lot of, that was like the most information that we got from the Stadia team. And so I feel like the time has changed now. It's gone from wanting to soak up every little information to having a lot of information, but the information that we do have is not positive information. So I feel like the Stadia team are in for some heated questions, man. And I hope they're able to answer those. So again, Mike, why I'm bringing that up is, do we feel like the Stadia team is going to deliver in this AMA? Do you think they're going to come? And do you think they're going to answer those heated questions? Or do you think they're going to look past them and try to go the easy route by just picking little simple questions that's not, going to cause any controversies? Or be difficult for them? I hope not, because what happens after that is it only just makes Stadia PR look bad. I hope they take on these questions. I hope they have some solid answers, and I pray we don't get answers like, "Oh, we can't tell you that right now." Yo, I better not hear answers like, "Oh, we can't tell you that right now," because the truth is, this platform releases in less than a week. You should be telling us everything. The last thing you should be saying is, "Oh, we can't tell you that right now," because you, gosh, they're gonna get blasted if they come at us with that. "Oh, we can tell you that" nonsense right now. They better come answering every question asked. I feel like the time for, back then they could say that, because again, they don't want to give too much information out, because a lot of things hasn't been clarified. The launch date wasn't clarified, the games weren't clarified, but now everything's out on the table. This console releases in less than a week. I better not be hearing, "Oh, we can't tell you that right now." That will just oof. Anyway, personally, to answer my question, I think and I hope that they do deliver with this AMA. I hope that they don't run away from the hard questions. I hope they really address the question, like give us detailed answers and not fluffy answers, right? And I hope we don't get answers like, "We can't tell you that right now," because that would tick me off personally. I know it would tick a lot of you guys off. So Stadia Talk says he's going in with his expectations low. I love it. I think right now with the Stadia platform in general, that should be everyone's mindset, because lately they've been dropping the ball. So if you go with high expectations, you might get your bubbles busted, just being real. So go in with low expectation, knowing that, they might not give us a lot here. All right. Yeah, Stadia Talk is dope. Shout out again. Great creative. If you haven't checked out his channel, check it out. Again, thank you guys for hitting that like button. It's really helpful. It's YouTube. Yeah, it's 10 a.m. in Italy. Wow, thank you. What time is it? So you in Italy right now? It's right now. It's 6:15 a.m. for me. Let's see. You'll get more big if they walk out of it without being fully transparent and clear. Yo, oh my goodness. Again, I'm afraid that's what might happen with just the answers, like the chipping question, just not giving us clear answers, man. Don't sorry, another rant. Don't have an AMA if you're not ready to answer questions, clear questions. Don't do it. Don't say ask me anything if you guys are not ready to give us clear answers. Why have an AMA? You know what? You know, there's a reason why you guys are having an AMA. You know what people are wanting. You know, you know how people are feeling. You guys on Reddit. You read those Reddits. You know the frustration. So please don't come here not willing to answer. Don't have an AMA if you're gonna do that. That's all I'm saying. What's the AMA is at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I don't know what time that is for East Coast heads. Probably 12 or 1 p.m. So, Uche, you were saying you don't know why people don't like Stadia. And personally, I think it's because it requires, people don't like change. Change is something that's big for people to adapt to and to grasp. And Stadia is a big change, kind of like Netflix. When Netflix came out back in the days, a lot of people didn't like it. They weren't used to that change to be only streaming something. People loved going to like Blockbuster Video, Hollywood Video. That was like I wonder if some youngins even know what I'm talking about when I talk about Blockbuster and Hollywood Videos. But if you guys don't know or didn't know, Blockbuster used to be a video. It's crazy that I have to explain this, man. But yeah, Blockbuster is kind of like explain what a VCR and DVD player is. But Blockbuster used to be a store, right, that had DVD. This feels so silly. That had DVDs, and I don't think they had Blu-ray. Wasn't a thing back then, but you would go there and they would have movies. It was kind of like a library for movies to where you can rent. This is crazy, right? Blockbuster. I'm gonna explain what Blockbuster is. They would have movies, right, or games that you can go there and you rent for 5 days, 10 days, and I think 5 was I don't know what the max was, but you go there, you pay money to rent movies, but that used to be a thing, y'all. And then Redbox came, right? And then Netflix came. And then Netflix actually, if I did a video on this earlier, but why Netflix was created was that the owner of Netflix went to Blockbuster, rented a movie, and was charged a ridiculous amount for late fee. And he was like, all right, this is ridiculous. Something different needs to be done. And that's how Netflix was created. And so it originally started with there was no late fee, right? You pay monthly service, and then you go on their website, you have access to movies, and then you can pick what movie you want and they'll ship it to you. And again, the thing was no late fees, so you didn't have to worry about that. And then when you're done, you ship it back, and then you have a queue, and then they ship you the next thing you queue. I don't know where I'm going. What I'm saying is that people were so against change when it came to stuff like that. And I feel like with this, the collectors, people have been used to going to GameStop to purchase games, come home to play it. That is all going to change. Some people don't like that. And that's, I feel like, why we're seeing a lot of these collectors, a lot of this, old school way of thinking gamers having a hard time with Stadia. Holy smokes, that took a long time to answer that question. But I feel like that's the change, and that's why some people are struggling with Netflix. But I hope I answered your question. That was a long answer. But okay, let's see. Hope you keep doing live streaming. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, man. I'm enjoying this personally, so we'll see. The wife likes it too, because at evening time, nighttime, I get to spend time with her. In the morning when she's sleeping, I'm doing this. I'm not taking away from her time, so she's actually enjoying this. So we'll see how it goes. Ace, you remember the tape rewind? Yeah. Yes, I do, man. Tape rewind machines. I love it. Betamax, yeah. Yo, old school, man. Old school. Kids these days will never. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Like dial up. Yo, oh my god, the 56K modems, bro. The yo, remember AOL, right? AOL was known for this like this the sound of connecting to a phone dial-up, like that sound. Remember that? That used to be a thing with AOL. AIM, right now it's Facebook Message. We're going old school here, but it used to be AIM, AIM, American Online Messaging. That used to be like, anyway, wow, we're going way old school here. But yeah, so tune in to this AMA, man. It should be really exciting. It's good knowing that we're getting a little clarification come Google Stadia. But again, I hope they don't run away from this hard, difficult questions. I hope they tackle it head on. And I hope they give us clear answers and don't give us fluff. And Stadia Cast, Dag, I think I've referenced this guy like 4 times in this video. But he's been putting out good information, and again, like to support the creators and get your names out there. But he mentioned that he has a video with superhero just I love when he does. Anyway, he has a video coming, an interview with John Justice, hopefully tomorrow. And I feel like if we don't hear the questions answered that we want from this AMA, that he's pretty good about coming on with great questions. So we'll probably get it on there. I would say DM him. Well, no, don't do that. Ask permission before you do. But if you do have questions that are not clarified, go on his Discord and try to catch him on there and throw those questions his way and see if those questions will get answered. You got mail. Oh shoot. Yo, we went back old school in this chat. And again, thank you guys for watching, man. Hit that like button. I'm just gonna leave this open for a little bit. You guys can ask me questions. Just to clarify where the channel is gonna be going in the next couple of days. So when Stadia releases, right, which is next Tuesday, I myself personally am taking the day off from work, and my partner Sunny's taking the day off from work. All I have to say is we go ham, right, when we're committed. If you watched my Nvidia Shield TV coverage, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I went to sleep at 5 a.m. The console released on Friday. I was up to 5 a.m. Friday, Saturday morning, up to 5 a.m. Sunday morning, up to 5 a.m. Monday morning. That's the coverage that you guys saw. That was back to back. That was only me because Sunday didn't have the Shield, so that was only me covering that. And you guys saw the videos that came the back to back to back. Come Stadia release, that's what's gonna happen. But this time it's not just me. Sunny's coming at it with videos too. So be expecting like hardcore Stadia coverage. Just being real, we're gonna go. The thing about us, and we're like this without Nintendo Switch channel. We like to go in depth. We like to do comparison videos. We like to do tutorial videos. We like to do how-to videos. So this being a new platform, we're gonna be tackling all of that come release date. So, and Sunny does great reviews. If you haven't checked out some of his reviews, go to Sunny Side TV. He does reviews for Nintendo Switch games, and I think they're fantastic and excellent. So be expecting, game reviews, right? We're gonna play through Guild and give you that game review. We're gonna play through Destiny and give you that game. So the big games are gonna have game reviews, and then just all I'm saying is the coverage on this channel come Stadia release is gonna be insane. So if you are really excited for Stadia, definitely subscribe to this channel, because come release date, you guys are gonna be seeing comparison videos like nobody's business. You're gonna be seeing reviews. You're gonna be seeing how-tos. We're gonna, for those people who are in the fence, the goal is for those people who are in the fence about getting Stadia. This will give you guys all the information that you need to know if this is the right platform for you. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. Let's hope they don't reschedule with Young Justice. I know. That'll be really frustrating. They've done that multiple times. Two superheroes in the stadium. Sunny to the rescue. Yeah, Sunny is kind of busy right now, but he should be back. That's why you haven't seen any video from him. I'd rather have a lackluster launch game lineup in exchange for... Yeah, I like what Grid is doing with the 40 vehicles, man. Most games should be taking advantage of Google Stadia's, the power that it provides. But yeah, that's gonna be cool. And for that reason, I just might get Stadia to begin with. But yeah. Alright, fellas, I think I'm getting close to wrapping this up. Again, tomorrow morning, same time, same thing. We're going to be here, and we're going to be talking about what we learned from the AMA. We are. And hopefully it's positive things, right? So we're going to discuss that in tomorrow's video. Let's see. Alright, so I think we're going to wrap this up. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to leave this open for a little bit. Let me know if you guys have any other questions about the channel. Let me know if you guys have any other questions about the series. And I'll just take a little time to answer it before I hop off. But yeah, this is cool. I really like this. The only thing is my voice in the morning is not the best. So I'm trying to drink tea, so I got to find a remedy for that. But apart from that, I like this. It's fun. But yeah, it's gonna... Yeah, hey, what up, Dan? I hope I'm saying your name right. Yeah, it's kind of like a live. They're live taking questions and answering them. Yeah, it's gonna be on Reddit. So go on Reddit, join the Stadia Reddit, and it should be on there at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Yeah, Sunny's going to review Red Dead. We're gonna for sure. Sorry, my throat. Oh my goodness. We're gonna review Red Dead. We're gonna review Destiny. We're gonna review Guild, and I think probably Tomb Raider. I don't know, but those 3 games, Kind, Red Dead, Destiny, we know we're gonna be reviewing for sure. But as far as others, we can't confirm anything yet. We're trying to hit the heavy hitters first. Yeah. Alright, cool. I don't see any other questions coming up, so I'm gonna end it there. Again, appreciate you guys, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. We're gonna be discussing what was announced at the AMA. Look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about it. And yeah, we'll catch you guys then. Alright, fellas, till next time. Peace out.